Minecraft, everyone knows this game. Kai Cenat has played it, Marlon has played it too. Millions of creators have spent hundreds of hours inside Minecraft. And if you've been watching YouTube for the past few years, it's almost impossible that you've never come across a Minecraft video. But behind these simple blocks lies one of the greatest stories in gaming history. Over 300 million copies sold, billions of dollars generated, a $2.5 billion acquisition. And one unknown developer who became a millionaire thanks to an idea that almost nobody believed in. When I was younger, I used to play Minecraft on my phone. I didn't have a PC, so the mobile version was the only way I could experience the game. I spent hours building houses that usually ended up getting blown up by creepers. I mined without really knowing where I was going. I was just trying to survive. Back then, I thought it was simply a fun game. I had no idea there was such an incredible story behind it. And I'm sure many of you felt exactly the same way. To understand how Minecraft became a global empire, we first need to talk about one man, Markus Persson, better known as Notch. Long before creating Minecraft, Notch was a Swedish game developer who had been passionate about video games since he was a child. When he was just 7 years old, his father gave him a Commodore 128 computer. Very quickly, he became interested in more than just playing games. He wanted to understand how they were made. So he started teaching himself programming by reading books and experimenting on his own. As the years went by, that passion never disappeared. During his teenage years, Notch was already creating small games and experimenting with different ideas. But turning that passion into a career wasn't easy. Like many developers at the time, he worked several programming jobs before joining King Kong, a company that developed online games long before it became famous for Candy Crush. The job gave him financial stability, but there was one problem. None of the games he worked on truly belonged to him. The decisions were made by the company. His dream was to create something that was entirely his own. So after work, Notch spent his free time building game prototypes. He tested dozens of ideas. Some were abandoned after only a few days. Others never made it beyond the prototype stage. Then in 2009, one particular game caught his attention, Infiniminer. The concept was simple, a world made entirely of blocks where players could dig and build. The game never became a massive success, but it sparked an idea in Notch's mind. What if this concept could go much further? What if, instead of giving players a fixed objective, they were free to do absolutely anything they wanted? That idea quickly became an obsession. After finishing work every day, Notch went home and spent hours in front of his computer. Slowly but surely, he started building the foundations of a brand new game. A randomly generated world filled with mountains, forests, and caves. Everything was made out of blocks. The graphics were incredibly simple. Many people would have called them ugly. But realism was never his goal. His vision was far more ambitious. He wanted to create a game that gave players almost unlimited freedom. At that moment, he had no idea that this small project, built almost entirely on his own, was about to change the history of video games forever. On May 17, 2009, Notch released the very first public version of Minecraft, originally called Minecraft Cave Game. To be honest, it was far from finished. There was no survival mode, no creepers, no Ender Dragon. Many of the features that define Minecraft today didn't even exist yet. But one thing immediately stood out: freedom. Players could break blocks, place new ones, and build almost anything they could imagine. Instead of keeping the project secret for years, Notch made a very unusual decision. He released the game while it was still in development. Anyone could buy it, play it, and give feedback. Every bug report, every suggestion, and every new idea helped shape Minecraft into something bigger. Players didn't just feel like customers, they felt like they were helping build the game alongside its creator. Week after week, new updates arrived. New blocks, new items, new mechanics. The game kept growing at an incredible pace. Every update gave players another reason to come back. And because Notch listened to the community so closely, people felt that their voices actually mattered. That connection created one of the most loyal communities the gaming world had ever seen. As more people discovered Minecraft, screenshots of incredible builds started spreading across online forums. Players recreated castles, entire cities, famous landmarks, and things nobody thought were possible inside a game made of simple cubes. Every creation inspired someone else to buy the game and build something even bigger. Without spending millions on advertising, Minecraft was growing almost entirely through word of mouth. By the end of 2009, sales had exceeded Notch's expectations. Minecraft was no longer just a side project, it was becoming a real business. Confident in its future, Notch made one of the biggest decisions of his life. He quit his full-time job to focus entirely on Minecraft. It was a huge risk. If the game stopped growing, everything could fall apart. But he believed in his vision. Then came 2010, and Minecraft's growth accelerated even faster. Around the same time, YouTube was exploding. Content creators began uploading Minecraft videos every single day. And unlike most games, no two Minecraft videos were ever the same. One creator built a massive kingdom. Another survived with almost no resources. Others invented crazy challenges or multiplayer servers with thousands of players. Every video told a different story, which made viewers want to jump into the game themselves. Without realizing it, YouTubers became Minecraft's greatest marketing team. Millions of people discovered the game through gameplay videos instead of traditional advertisements. As more creators joined the trend, even more viewers became players. The cycle repeated over and over again, turning Minecraft into one of the fastest-growing games in the world. Realizing he could no longer manage everything alone, Notch officially founded Mojang in 2010. What had started as a passion project created by one developer was now becoming a real game studio with a growing team behind it. Minecraft was no longer just an indie game. It was on its way to becoming a global phenomenon, and the biggest moments in its history were still yet to come. On November 18, 2011, Minecraft reached a major milestone. During the very first Minecon in Las Vegas, Notch officially released Minecraft 1. After more than 2 years of development, the game was finally considered complete. What had started as a small indie project was now one of the biggest games in the world. Millions of players were already exploring its blocky universe, and its popularity showed no signs of slowing down. By this point, Minecraft was everywhere. YouTube creators were uploading millions of videos. New multiplayer servers were launching every day. Entire communities were forming around the game. Schools were even beginning to use Minecraft as an educational tool. It had become far more than just a video game. It was a global phenomenon. But while Minecraft continued to grow, Notch was beginning to feel the pressure. Every update was expected to be bigger than the last. Millions of players had opinions about every change. Every decision was praised by some people and criticized by others. The game that had once been a fun passion project had turned into a responsibility that never seemed to end. As Minecraft became more successful, Notch slowly stepped away from leading the project. He later admitted that he no longer enjoyed being the face of such a massive community. The constant attention, the expectations, and the pressure of running one of the world's biggest games had become overwhelming. Then in June 2014, Notch posted a message that shocked the gaming community. He suggested that if a large company wanted to buy his share of Mojang, he would be open to selling it. Almost immediately, rumors began spreading that Microsoft was interested. Just a few months later, on September 15, 2014, the rumors became reality. Microsoft officially announced that it was acquiring Mojang and Minecraft for $2.5 billion. The news made headlines around the world. It was one of the biggest acquisitions in gaming history. At only 35 years old, Notch walked away with a fortune, while Microsoft became the new owner of the most popular sandbox game ever created. The reaction from the community was mixed. Some players feared Microsoft would ruin Minecraft with aggressive monetization or change what made the game special. Others believed the acquisition would give Minecraft the resources it needed to survive for decades. Nobody knew which side would be right. One thing, however, was certain. Notch's chapter had come to an end, but Minecraft's story was only getting started. After the acquisition, many players believed Minecraft had reached the beginning of its downfall. Social media was flooded with people claiming that Microsoft would eventually ruin the game. To many fans, it felt impossible for a company that large to understand what had made Minecraft so special in the first place. But as the months went by, the exact opposite happened. Instead of completely changing the game, Microsoft allowed Mojang to continue developing it while providing far greater resources. Major updates kept arriving. New biomes, new mobs, new blocks, and entirely new features continue to expand the game year after year. Minecraft also became available on even more platforms, allowing millions of new players to experience it for the very first time. Years passed, but Minecraft never disappeared. While most video games slowly faded away after reaching their peak, Minecraft kept finding new audiences. Every new generation of YouTubers and streamers introduced the game to millions of viewers once again. Huge creators continued returning to Minecraft, bringing fresh waves of popularity every few years. The community never stopped creating maps, mods, servers, and incredible builds. Instead of relying only on its developers, Minecraft was constantly being kept alive by the creativity of its own players. That was something very few games had ever achieved. Today, the numbers are almost impossible to believe. More than 300 million copies sold, making Minecraft the best-selling video game of all time. Hundreds of millions of registered players, billions of views across YouTube, a global community that has remained active for well over a decade. What started as a tiny independent project built by one developer eventually became one of the most valuable gaming franchises ever created. Looking back, that's probably the most incredible part of the entire story. Minecraft never had the most realistic graphics, it never had the biggest budget, it wasn't backed by a giant company when it first launched. It succeeded because it gave players something almost no other game could offer: complete freedom. Freedom to build, freedom to explore, freedom to create their own stories. Everything started with one developer working on a passion project after finishing his day job. A simple idea inspired by another game, a world made of blocks, an imagination with no limits, and a community that transformed that idea into a multi-billion-dollar empire. Not even Notch could have imagined that one day Minecraft would be played in almost every country on Earth, that millions of children would grow up with it, that countless creators would build their careers around it, or that Microsoft would spend $2.5 billion to own it. Sometimes, the biggest empires don't begin with billion-dollar investments or massive corporations. Sometimes, they begin with a single block.